Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Ready! Let's go!
Richardson looking to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
8 yards there on a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off play action, Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Ready?
Second and 10.
Buffalo 18.
And Richardson yet again. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Camp for 11, Camp 79 Broncos. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On third down, here's Richardson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19 tight, 19 tight. $60 Bobcats, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Shreds the, now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Mustang 19. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
70 Rangers.
First and 10, it's Richardson. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the option, here's Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On the jump. Buffalo 18.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
79 Broncos.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Warriors 17, 18, Pioneers. Cougar 19.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the option left, Richardson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
19 tight.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start. .25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey,
In motion goes the tight end.
Dragon 60. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Able to slither by, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson going to move him around. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
2nd and 9. Now Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, It's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Get it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Broncos. Go.
Richardson working from the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air with Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
In motion, the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just using a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ready.
2nd and 6. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Ready.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Now back to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Richardson looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
18 Rattler. 60 Maverick.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Warriors 17, 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
19 Lions. Riggs.
They'll send Adams in motion left.
19 Titans. 19 Titans. Street. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And quickly, they get to the line. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurry, hurry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Street, street. Dragon 60. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Hey, check that, street, street.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Richardson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ready up. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
60 boxes. 6, go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. Let go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd down and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Now it's Richardson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Come on.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. This is caught by Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Okay,
fourth
ready?
down, 10 yards to go.
18, 5 in. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 13 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready?
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Colts, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin.